Hello guys, Gebatron here. Today we're doing a little bit of role testing in Hell Let Loose, specifically asset testing with the specific roles on like how many assets you can have on the map, like how many AT guns for an anti-tank role, things like that. Right now we're spawned in as an anti-tank guy, which you can see in the bottom left there. Tentacles is helping out today. One thing we can do as the anti-tank guy is we can go down to our wrench here in our inventory and we can place an anti-tank gun. We're German, so this is a Pack 40. It says Pack 40, 0 of 1, 30. That means we can place one Pack 40, and each one Pack 40 that we um, place will cost us 30 supply. If we go over here and hit the T button to bring up HUD, we'll see that right here we have supplies, 100 supply. Was in earlier as support and put this down. So let's go ahead, build our anti-tank gun. Hit Q or E to change the orientation of the gun. And let's build this Pack 40. All right, cool little sound there. Now our Pack 40 is up, and we can go up to it here, and we can enter the gun, move it around, look through the sights. All's well and good here. You will notice if you hit T to bring up the HUD again, we have used 30 supply building this anti-tank gun. I am not allowed to put another one up. If we go up here, it says, find a nice place to put it. It says item limit reached 1 of 1. If we had, um, if I were to switch with somebody else in my squad, I were to become a rifleman and they were to become the anti-tank role, they would be allowed to place an anti-tank gun because would not have reached their item limit. However, it would have to be 150 meters away from any current anti-tank gun that is placed on the map. If we open up the map and we zoom into where we are, an anti-tank gun looks like this on the map, like a shell. This is an ammo box. These are supplies. I believe this is a repair station. This is an ammo station for like tanks. Tanks could come back to this area and repair and resupply. Um, but for infantry, this is supplies. This isn't what an anti-tank gun looks like. And this is an ammo box, which is right here. Hit T, and there's 5 resupplies in there. Anyway, so let's say, you know, we were to destroy a tank, and now we want to move up. We want to move up on the map to uh, to the church here. Let's just say church is to our north. In order to do that, because I've already placed my one anti-tank gun, I have to dismantle this anti-tank gun, which means I have to pull out my wrench like I have here, come over here, and hit dismantle. Note that over here, this is normally 100, but then I built this gun, which means we only have 70. By dismantling this anti-tank gun, I do not get those 30 supply back. Once those supply are used, they are gone forever. So now the anti-tank gun is down. We look over here. We still only have 70 supply. However, I have gained the ability to move this anti-tank gun to a different place on the map. Wherever it lets me build it. Let's just build it in the same spot for the sake of the video here. Sometimes you have to move around to find the perfect spot to put it. Pack 40, 0 of 1, which means I can build one anti-tank gun. 30, meaning that it takes 30 supply in order to build it. We look back over here to our supplies. we went from 70 to 40. Something to note while we're in this video, we learned in a couple other videos, is that if you are a rifleman or a support player or an engineer, you can also dismantle this AT gun. However, you have to be able to have access to your wrench. As a rifleman, once you place your ammo box, you no longer have access to your wrench, which means you have to dismantle an AT gun before you put your ammo box down. That could be useful if your AT guy is across the map, you know, and you're still in an area that perhaps you were defending and your AT guy's trying to build an AT gun in a different part of the map. You know, there's a whole bunch of different scenarios that could come in useful. So while the AT guy is the only guy who can build the AT gun, he is not necessarily the only guy that can take it down. Anyone with a wrench can take it down. All right, that's it for the anti-tank asset video. Thanks for watching, guys.